Top of the late afternoon to you boys and girls. We're back at the saw testing operation with the 066. Technically it's a 10 mil flywheel side crankshaft size. Has the big Mondo heavy duty metal flywheel. I think it's 527 grams or something stupid. Anyway, those saws were kind of a known quantity for having a lot of low end grunt. And the last session we ran this version. It's the Insano SS zip kit, which means it has combustion chamber work, the first stage, and the flow tricks. We ran it in stock form against the MS661, and it, well, pretty much just spanked the 661. The 661 was struggling. We're at about 3,000 feet in elevation, and right now, even though it's kind of cloudy, it's still about 90, and so relatively warm where we're testing. I put a 8.2 sprocket back on the 660 because 066 technically, because that's the way it came from the owner. I ran the 661 with the 7-tooth, and it still got whooped up on pretty badly. So I went about as far as I can go with the 661. Pretty much right there at the limit. And again, we're at first stage of combustion chamber work. We have the Insano SS zip kit on the 066. So technically Psy-Ko saw should do a little bit better. As an interesting side note, I filled up both the tanks in both the saws, gas and oil, and they weighed 18.8 pounds, both of them. I thought that was kind of impressive. So the only claim to fame on the 661, I guess, is they have a spring mount system and they're a lot smoother for sure. So we're going to have a little treat after the session with the first session anyway, with the 661 as well. So thanks to Master Peyton for giving me a hand with the tack, and here we go. Me personally, I'd be running a 7.2 sprocket on this kind of wood anywhere around this kind of elevation and up, because the wood is generally rock hard. But like I said, this saw came with an 8.2 sprocket, so that's what she gets on it when we're going back to the owner. I forgot to mention that we're sporting a 32-inch Stihl lightweight bar with some, it's actually Stihl semi-skip chain. It's the exact same one we used in the last session, and it's the exact same one we're going to use in the next session with these two, since I'm going to do some more work on the 661. I'm also expecting that the 661 doesn't have such a problem picking up RPMs in this operation like it did the last time. Or, I guess technically in the previous test session, since these are going to get aired in opposite order so they come out correct in the timeline. I saw 13 something for a second. What did we get, 13.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're relatively close, 60 or something.
That one cut right around in the mid and higher 9,000 range. That one averaged right around the lower 9,000 range.
Standard issue air cleaner cover. Standard issue HD-2 style for the 661, so cartridge style. And we're going to do a little taste test comparison with the Maxy, since the Maxys are a known quantity for flowing a lot more air, which means the 660 had the advantage, since this system flows 135 CFM. This system flows about 77, so it's almost double with the Maxy. Now we're going to try it again and see how it shapes up.
That one ran right around 9,800, but it did jump up to 10,000 a couple times. That one jumped up to right around 10.5 at the really high points, and when he got a little bogged down at first, it was right around mid-9. Time it got down right around 9,100 on average.
Thanks, Master Peyton. Okay, so actually we don't have a very good viewing system going on here. I'm curious to see how the differential times turn out between the 660 with the stock system and the max flow system, or the Maxy as I call it. If anything, that system is definitely better for filtering the air. The Stihl air filters are kind of a known quantity for letting particulates pass, especially when we're dealing with the, well, I call it kind of semi-phony the way the attachment system is. It's like destined to fail. You end up with this little piece of felt in there, relying on that to keep things tight. What happens is with time they break down because they're exposed to fuel and oil. So definitely not a better system. The reason I wanted to do that now is we're going to retrofit the 661 with an unlimited coil and an adjustable carburetor, and we're going to run them again since The M-tronic system, well, they run really lean. Some are around 15-1, depending on who you're talking to. I've heard as high as 17-1, but doesn't matter. It's super lean regardless. I'm well pleased at how the 661 came around. The owner of the 660 wanted a torque monster, and so that's what he ended up getting. That saw is winning against the 661 as far as I'm concerned, at least if you want to talk about how it pulls the chain. You can tell by feel. That's the technical version, of course. The amount of torque that's acting upon the crankshaft, that's also then acting upon the chain, makes the chain go around in a more authoritative fashion. Yeah, pulls. So the other one that I built for him isn't quite this nice, I don't think, and it pulls a 42 for him very nicely. He's pretty well pleased with that one. He'll be able to do a 50 with, I would say, a pretty good amount of authority with this new version as well. Again, stay tuned for the next session in the lineup, which is going to be posted first, of course. We're going to go unlimited adjustable carburation on the 661. So anyway, thanks for watching this session. Have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth.